What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another vlog. In today's vlog we are going to be going on a plane and we're going to be heading to Venice. We're heading out on the Saturday morning, heading back on Sunday night. Very quick trip. We've been to Venice before. Literally just a break for us to get away and go and have a look at, see what's happening not only at Manchester Airport but seeing what's happening on the plane and what it's like as we start to head out of lockdown, even though there is some local lockdown. See what's happening there. Looking forward to the trip. Nice quick getaway. So see you at Manchester Airport. Always, if you're enjoying the content, you want to help support my channel, then subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And also, you can check out my social media links, they're in the description below and pop it up on screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. And also, leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's go!
Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow.
We've made it to the airport now. We're going to go and head straight to security because we've not got a bag to drop off. We're still here a couple of hours early. Looking forward to seeing what it's like at Manchester Airport, of course. When you're on airport property at the moment, mandatory that you must wear a mask. So that's why I'm wearing a mask. Never thought that I'd miss a tin lift before. But here we are. I am. We're going on holiday. Yay! Security cleared, nice and simple. Let's go and see what's open in Terminal 1. Terminal 1 departures. I've missed you. As normal. Duty free. It looks like most of the shops are open. Not all, as you see. Victoria's Secret and Zoodle are not. Starbucks also wasn't open. JD is open. WH Smith's, but Boots is not. Might just because we're early, I've got lights on, so I don't know. So we're at maximum capacity 214. Card payment only. And we're in here. Dark fruit mandatory. Pre-flight drink when you're heading out on holiday. Breakfast was nice. Now time to head to our plane and take our flight to Venice and see what it's like on a plane.
You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now.
We've made it to our hotel. We're staying at the Hotel ALA, that's A-L-A. Lovely room. I'll show you around in a bit with our room, but we went and did our flight, flew with EasyJet. The flight was not particularly busy, but it certainly wasn't dead or empty, but there was enough room for people to maneuver, so we was able to distance ourselves enough. Flight was very comfortable, very enjoyable. A nice easy 2-hour flight from Manchester to Venice Marco Polo. Then from there we decided to take the bus. You can take a water taxi from the airport to the nearest stop to your hotel on the canal. That will cost you each way €120. Instead we took the bus, so we picked up a return ticket for the bus which has cost us €15 each. Then from there the bus will take you from the airport to the bus station, and then from P.Le Roma, P.Le Roma I think it's called, where we get the water bus taxi, whatever it's called. From there to Gigilo, I presume that's how you say it, is where we've arrived at, and then made our way to our hotel. So we're here on the Saturday and the Sunday, so we're flying home Sunday night. So we picked up a 2-day water boat taxi thing, and it's cost us €30 each. Venice isn't a cheap city, I will add. I have been here before, so I know what to expect, but lovely and warm, nice and sunny, great weather. Looking forward to seeing what the rest of the day brings, so I'm going to bring you guys with me every step of the way. So let's head into Venice now and see what we can find to do here. We've got a short stay, we're running out of time, so let's go.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too.
Definitely a lot quieter than it normally is here in Venice. It is roasting today. 34 degrees. Might be a bit too warm for me, so I'm lingering in the shade instead. One of my favourite things about Italy, pizza like no other. Home of pizza. Lovely pizza that, fantastic. We got it from Ristorante Pizza Trattoria Ca Doifin. Don't know how to say it, just on the card there. Lovely, just up from the Disney store as well. Really enjoyable. I love Italian food. Pizza in Italy like no other in the world. The best. Never disappoints.
Take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it.
Venice is all canals, as you may be able to tell. You've seen some of the canals and the bridges.
Seen them all.
Seen them all, as Sean said.
Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
We're back at the hotel now, just to relax for a little while before we're going to head back out. Too warm out there for me at the moment. Don't do that. Now is as good as time as any to show you around our hotel room. So we're staying at the Hotel Ala, which is ALA as I said before. So this is just a standard room that we've booked on booking.com. You're just going to come in through here. You're just going to put your room key in, then you'll come into the hotel, and here we go. So firstly, lights. You may be wondering about how the lights work. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the key off. So this is the key that you'll be given at reception, so it's just a card key that you put onto the reader to get into the room. You're going to switch this button here, which is going to activate the lights, and then you've got this little hook, which is where you're going to put the key on, hold it down, which will then turn on the lights. If you don't keep that pressed down, the lights will automatically go off after a couple of minutes. Okay, so just keep your key on the hook. You have air conditioning. Air conditioning is very good. It may take a little time to kick into action, so what we did when we came to our room is we got ourselves ready, went out, put the aircon on, came back about 2 or 3 hours later, aircon just up there, and it was nice and cool. It's between 32 and 34 degrees in Venice right now, so air conditioning definitely needed. So as you just come in our room, you do have a little wardrobe area and a couple of spare pillows, which have got some coat hangers for you to hang up. I put one of my shirts here because we're only going to be here for a couple of days. You've also got some more areas to put your coats on, which will be useful in winter. A shelf up here for a little bit of storage. Also got a little shoe area here for you to put some of your shoes as well, and you've also got a couple of drawers down here as well, which are, in my opinion, of decent size. And we've also got a spare bed sheet in there as well. Come in, we've got a mirror, which is where you're going to find the camera and me right now. So hello there. And I'm just going to show you around our hotel, and it's a very interesting, one of the most interesting that I've stayed in. So some lovely artwork on the wall. This will be very nice for you to wake up to in the morning as well. Lovely frame as well. Some more little bits of wall decoration. Loving the lights in here as well. The bed frame, beautiful. More bits of sculpture and artwork just around the bed as well. lovely. Absolutely lovely. Now what you do have here, obviously you've got your switches for the lamps, and just here you can see these 3 dots is where you're going to find the European plug, so you can plug your phones in next to your bed. And anyone that's ever watched my room tours will know that I love having plugs next to beds. So next, excuse the mess, we've just been having a lie down on the bed. I've not even been here a day yet, so I've not even done a night, so I don't know how comfy the beds are. But when I've laid down on them, actually, yeah, really nice. So 1 on each side, bedside tables. Again, beautiful, lovely wooden floor to squeak with my shoes. So probably advise not wearing shoes so you don't slip. We've got 2 very nice chairs, which we're looking forward to this, and a little table here to enjoy as well, where you can just in the evening have a sit down, relax, and just enjoy the view. Now I've opened up the windows for everyone to enjoy. They do have the wooden, whatever they're called, which will help block out the sun and stop heat getting into your room. But at night when that sun goes, it's still going to be quite warm. Actually, it should be a nice little cool breeze that blows in. A lovely view, really lovely view here from our room. Sensational. I love it, I really do. What a nice room. Now we've also got a little desk area just here with a nice chair, rubbish bin, more areas for storage if you're wanting to bring any electronical devices. You've also got a telephone just here, more plugs, decent sized TV surrounded by a big background mirror, which is really useful if you're wanting to get ready as well. You've also got a safe which you can put stuff into, and also what's probably needed in the heat, you've also got a fridge which has just got a little key here, so if you turn that, that's going to open up the fridge. And what we got was some complimentary water here, and we have added our own drinks. So you don't get these drinks here, they're what we've added, but you will get a couple of waters here, which is what we were given. But let's go and have a look at the bathroom, because I love the bathroom as well. On a very quick note, now that I've shut the blinders and the windows, look how dark the room goes. And now this is 5 o'clock in the afternoon in midsummer. So knock on the air conditioning and it'll cool the room right down. There will be a warning in the bathroom as well. Warning of mosquitoes, so don't leave the windows open whilst you are out in Venice. You may get mosquitoes into your room. So yeah, just a word of warning there. So just got the windows here, we've shut the curtain. We'll come into the bathroom now. Like I said, you've got another window here that does open up with another nice little view. There's the warning of the mosquitoes. Keep it closed. So it just opens up, and just like before, you can just open up and have near enough the same view. You have also got a really good hairdryer, and I mean really good. Really good. Not often you get that in hotels, but I really like it. You got some more little lights up here, nice big mirror right in front of you, and a nice little area for the sink. You will find a little rubbish bin just down below where the sink is. A little rack. I'm not sure if it's a heated rack or not. Looks like it is connected to the plumbing, so I imagine it might heat up if you used to turn the heating on. For your towels, you got a bidet in here as well. You've also got some towels which you'll find up there and on here, which the hotel provide, of good size and big towels. You get 2 of them. And then you've got the shower head down here, and you've got a really decent sized bathtub as well with some jets. I have used them. I'll put in a little video that I filmed on my iPhone before for you to have a look at. And of course, your toilet as well. All in all, a really decent hotel room, in my opinion. Very niche. There's some little bits of hotel information that you can just pause and have a read on, including checkout being at 11 o'clock. There is a luggage storeroom, no smoking in your room. I think there's a fine as well that I read. And the ironing isn't done in your room, so there's no ironing board in here, but you have to go to the ironing room. And also a bar downstairs that you can go and enjoy, which opens at 7 PM. There is also a roof terrace, but it isn't open at the moment, so we can't go and check it out and show you guys. But once things are opening up properly again, it may well be open for people to go and check out. We're now off to my favourite place, Hard Rock Cafe. Another one to tick off the list. Looking forward to this.
2,000 years later.
The Hurricane cocktail that from Hard Rock Cafe, back in one of my favourite places. Literally my mouth is on fire from them chicken wings. But I've got my salmon now here for my main, and sweat on my head. I can't handle spice, any spice, not even chicken wings. Because it's my birthday month, or it was last month, we have got a 2-for-1 to use here. So I think these salmons cost around £20, legendary burgers around £20. Hurricane, the drink that I got, was about €12. Sorry, I should say euro, sorry, not pounds. We'll see how much the total bill comes to. I've also had to order a Fanta because, like I said, my mouth is on fire right now. There's the price. This is San Marco's Square, which is kind of like the main square here at Venice. Saturday night. This is how quiet it is in Venice at this moment in time. Got lovely music playing in the background as well. Very peaceful and very bliss. That was the Bridge of Sighs, which is where they used to take prisoners, and they'd sigh. There you go. And they'd sigh because they'd never see Venice again. And one of the most famous prisoners that they had was actually Casanova himself, who was renowned for having many lovers. And his house is somewhere. If you go on a gondola ride, you may well go past his house. We're not going to go on a gondola ride while we're here in Venice. We have been here before in 2015. We went on a gondola ride then. I mean, back then it cost about €80. I don't know how much they are now. That's just a personal choice, but if you're ever coming to Venice and you've never been on one, then I would recommend. We have been on one, so we've already done that experience. Good morning, it's the second day, also our last day here in Venice. We're going to go and check out some of the stuff to do that's left for us to go and do. So I'll take you along with us every step of the way. Just wearing one of my favourite shirts. If you ever watch JSGC's channel, then you'll be fully aware that I do like to wear this shirt. It's very cool with the warm Venice heat. So let's go and see what else there is to do in Venice before we fly home later on this late afternoon into early evening. One quick note, not sure if I showed you on the room tour, but you just have a look at the roof of the hotel, our hotel room. I love it, I really do. Right, we just ordered a little bit of pastries for our breakfast. So we've got cannoli with cream and pistachios and a little strawberry cake with some cream in, which I'm going to try. I've never had cannoli and pistachio before, so I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. Right, let's try this, see what it's like. Never had it before. Okay. Pastry's lovely. Cream's nice. And the nuts are alright as well. Yeah, that's not bad. Really nice. I'll try a little bit of the cake that I ordered as well. It's got strawberries and cream in. And the cream's lovely in that. That's really nice. Strawberries go really well with it, but strawberries and cream's always been a good combination. We bought it from there because my Italian's not very good and I can't say it. It's one of the most recommended breakfast places on TripAdvisor though. Really nice, €5 for the cake and cannoli. It's roasting. We're walking across the most, or one of the most, I won't say the most, famous bridge in Venice. That is Grand Canal. And that's what we just walked across.
12 seconds later.
We're at the airport now. A nice view as well. We're back home now, back in normal surroundings. Just going to do a quick summary of the trip and what it's like to travel during the pandemic if you're wanting to go and do so. My first bit of advice, and it's highly recommended to do this, is that if you are thinking of going away, rather than booking miles in advance, I would recommend, whilst this is going on, rather to save money, put it to one side, and then wait until a lot nearer the time where the situations with travelling to a country that you're wishing to travel to, you can have much more of an indication of whether you can travel there, whether you're going to need to quarantine when you are there, whether you're going to need to quarantine when you are back, and what rules and regulations these countries have got in place at the time that you are thinking of going away. And so I'd say it's easier to book very short notice, which is what we've done. We've been keeping an eye on Italy and what's been happening there, and then we booked a couple of days before we've travelled out because we knew what was happening. We knew if the trip would be going ahead or not, and so it saved a lot of hassle. And like I said, we just had the money there to go and do so. So if you're wanting to go away, just save up, have a rough idea of how much you want to spend, and then assess when you're wanting to go away and have a look what's happening is what I'd recommend. That's exactly what we have done. Now, if you're wanting to go to Italy at the time of me recording this video, so we're just going into the second week of August in 2020 now. So if you're looking at going away to Italy, what I will say is that Italy seem very strict when it comes down to their social distancing rules and wearing masks, which is makes you feel safe when you're visiting a foreign country, from my perspective anyway, when I visited Italy. So that was really good from Italy. we're travelling on the water bus taxi things that they've got there, so you're getting around. It's their own public transportation, and whilst you can't really social distance on public transportation, simply because they can't make them the boats as regular as possible, so they tend to just put people on there, and you're going to have to wear masks, and they are very strict on wearing masks. You won't be able to board the boats unless you are wearing a mask, and once you are on the boat, there's quite a few people that were either taking their masks off or pulling their masks down to their chin. Some people were pulling their masks down and just covering up their mouth so they can breathe through their nose, and all of which was picked up by the people working on the boats very abruptly. And I liked it actually when they were just walking around telling people, quite simply, put your masks on properly. They won't tell you twice either. So yeah, lots of people trying to just tweak the rules here and there in Italy, straight onto it. So that was really good to see. Really warm. My 2 words of summary to sum up Venice was hot and niche. Very cool place to visit. Lots of history there. Lots of protected buildings. You just walk around, you know you're in Venice. It looks very Venetian, it looks very classical, very arty, very famous, and just a really pretty place to visit. And really good, because I've been before, I've been able to do stuff within the 24 to 48 hour time that we've been there. If you've never been before, you may be looking to do just a little bit more. So I would say that there is enough to do there if you're going to be visiting for 2, 3, 4 days even. And I imagine people will be visiting Venice more once the cruises do get back underway. Because the cruises were not happening when I visited, it meant that Venice was nowhere near as busy as what it normally was. I was expecting Venice to be quiet, so I felt like it was a little bit busier than what I was expecting it to be, because I have had a look at the photographs of what's been happening, so it does seem to be gradually now tourism picking up a little bit in Venice. But we did visit at the weekend, so naturally it's going to be busier at the weekend, and it'll probably be a little bit quiet during the week. But what I will say is, whilst I was expecting it to be quiet and it's a little bit busier than what I thought it might have been, nowhere near as busy as what it normally is. And so you are able to get some fantastic photo opportunities. And so that was one of the appeals that we did want to travel to Venice for, and so we managed to do that. So that was really good. In terms of anything else travelling there, like I said, I've always felt safe. Always on top of the social distancing, always on top of the mask. You're going to have to wear masks at this moment in time when entering any indoor space. So that includes shops as you go into your hotels. Going into, not too sure, going into bar and restaurants. They seemed a little bit lenient on it because I know that you're going to eat and drink in their restaurants. I did wear a mask when entering into any indoor space. Then once I've been sat down, I would take my mask off. So yeah, like I said, lots of rules there that they were really up on in Italy. So that was really good to see. I never felt unsafe whilst I was in Venice. And so if you're wanting to go to Venice, my recommendation would be, whilst it's quiet and social distancing is able to take place there, it's safe in my opinion, and so well worth a visit. Now, quite a few bits of tourist in Venice have been hit quite bad by the pandemic, and so you will get people outside of the bars and restaurants trying to tempt you into their restaurants and bars, asking you, do you want to come in, do you want to eat some lunch, do you want some breakfast, do you just want a drink? They're wanting custom, and whilst personally when I'm walking past places I don't like it when people do that, I fully understand why, and so never had a problem. Actually, when I declined to go in, I felt really bad because the industry's just been smashed, been absolutely smashed, and so they're desperate for custom, they're desperate to get people in, and it's a really sad, sorry situation. So that's just something to bear in mind when you are in Venice and what is to be expected when travelling to Venice in 2020. In terms of the airport itself, the airport's a lot quieter than what it normally is, and so whilst I don't have too many regulations in place for social distancing other than when you're queuing up to go into security, you're not going to find it difficult whilst it's quiet to socially distance in the airport. I imagine when tourism starts to pick up, they might put more procedures in place, because once you get to the gates and they're letting you check your passports and you get onto the aircraft, social distancing does seem to just go out of the window. You do have to wear a mask, and once you get onto the planes, I would describe the planes as being a little bit of a free-for-all really. Anything goes. You're going to be sat next to strangers. There's lots of people people in front of you, there's lots of people behind you, but the aircrafts, the carrying people, there's not as much demand, and so they're managing at a capacity not full, but certainly not quiet either, so the airline is able to make money on there, and so you will be able to move around to be able to maintain bits of social distancing. On the way to Venice, we was able to do that. On the way back, we couldn't, and so just wear a mask. There are quite a few people that will pull their mask down and stuff, which I said in Venice they were really on top of whilst flying with EasyJet. They weren't so much on top of it, and they did say that when you are leaving the aircraft, you'll leave row by row, which once again, you got around 200 people on the aircraft. Once one person doesn't do that, it then becomes a free-for-all. Like I said, not really too much social distancing. So it's all about using common sense, and you will find that quite a few people simply don't have common sense, and so use your own caution, use your own common sense. You're allowed 100 ml of liquid. Take some hand sanitizer with you. Cover your mouth and nose up. If you've got a cold or you've got any kind of illness, don't travel. Yeah, like I said, just bits of common sense which people do seem to slip out of the window. But all in all, a nice little breakaway. I wanted to go and experience what it was like travelling during a pandemic. What I will say is wearing a mask for 2 hours on a plane, and wearing it in the airport for a couple hours before, and wearing the mask then coming out of the airport. So all in all, wearing it for about 4 to 5 hours. It's long enough for me, so a 2-hour flight is probably my limit whilst we have to wear a mask. We do have a trip booked next year that we sorted out to go to New York. We'll see what happens then. If things don't materialise, they don't materialise. And if things get better, which always fingers crossed that they do, then we may be able to travel and we'll be able to head out to New York at some point next year instead. So there we go, that has been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. We do have another trip booked coming up further afield in December. I do like to keep my I'm a hopeful person, so I keep my trips booked up, and I like to keep things in place, and it may just simply be a case where spontaneous is the way to go, and that's what I would recommend. But we do have something sorted to go to Ireland, which is only like a 20-30 minute flight from here, so I'm not having to compete with a 2-hour flight, so you know what I mean, I can handle that. So I've got that trip coming up in December. We'll see what's happening there, and so yeah, there we go. That's been the video. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget also subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. You can also find my social media links. They're in the description below and popping up on screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below if you want to go and hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. You can go and check out my other videos and channels too, which you can find in the description below. And leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you all again very soon for the next JSGC vlog. So I've been JSGC. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Coming back from Italy, only appropriate to say this. Ciao for now.